Yo, yo, what is happening? This is Shia Yashub, and this is Mo Talk. Well, we are molding sports over here. Please like, share, and subscribe to the page. Got some no Diddy news today. Nothing that comes out about Diddy is surprising to me. Let me make that clear. But it has come to my knowledge that the reaction that I get when new allegations come out on Diddy is, wow, that too? You did that too? And this is one of those reactions. Diddy brutally raped male Macy's worker in store stockroom as sick punishment for him working for a rival clothing firm. Yep, that's right. You heard it. Diddy raped a Macy's worker in a stockroom simply because of where he worked at. That ain't some penitentiary stuff. I don't know what penitentiary stuff is. I'm trying to, in all of this time when all of this stuff been coming out on Diddy, I've been trying my best to get some type of an understanding of what could have went wrong with this individual. A lot could have went wrong. In fact, a lot did go wrong. But man, this dude here was riddled with demons. He was a whole walking sociopath out here. If there was anybody that should be labeled as a menace to society, it should be Diddy. And it's amazing to me that he was able to continue at such a high level for such a long time with so many people knowing about this. Can you imagine the nervousness right now of Hollywood? Because Diddy, from my understanding, just listening to Nick Cannon, not a whole lot of people, but just listening to Nick Cannon, Diddy parties was the party that everybody wanted to go to, which meant that if you had an invitation to a Diddy party, you was not turning that invitation down. So we gotta just sit and just think and ponder and just start gradually calling out names to yourself and ask, did you think, depending on the level entertainer that individual may be true. They may have been at a Diddy party as well. On a side note, on something that has nothing to do with this particular story that I'm doing today, something that I came across yesterday, and this is how encrypted this web is that there's supposed to be a video of Beyonce at one of Diddy freak-offs. Now, she was unaware that she was being recorded. Now, of course, this is allegedly, right? She was unaware that she was being recorded, but the rumor is that Beyonce was caught in a very uncompromised situation. Diddy got her on tape too, and Jay know about it to the point that he is offering an upward to $50 million for that tape, which is called what they call in the entertainment world catch and kill. But all of that, none of that, should I say, trumps this story right here. Sean Diddy Combs has a new disturbing abuse claim against him as the former music producer sits in a hellhole jail cell following an ongoing list of accusations. RadarOnline.com can reveal the disgraced music mogul has been accused of brutally, orally raping a man in a Macy's store. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. As I was reading this article, that is where I stopped at. I stopped there and I thought to myself, And I asked myself the question, which is the question that I'm going to ask you guys. Do you think that you would just allow a grown man to orally rape you? I'm imagining Diddy put his in the defendant's mouth, right? I'm trying to keep this PG. You think that any man would have that amount of power over you to make you do that to him? Be honest with yourself now, okay? Don't. And if you got to think too long, something is wrong. It didn't take me long to come up. And I know that's one of those where you say that it's easy for you to say what you're going to do if you're not in that situation. Yeah, you're right. It is. And I have never been in that situation, and I pray that I never will be in that situation. But I do know me. I've been with me for 51 years. I know me. And I can almost guarantee you, I can bet everything going at the wife, the kids, the house, and everything in between that it's not going to go well for one of us. If I was in that situation, it is not going to go well for one of us. Somebody is not going to be alive to tell that story, man. Like, what type of power can you have on a grown man that would make him go through with that and you come out unharmed? The first thing I thought about was Color Purple. Remember when Celie was shaving Mister and she had all of those thoughts in her mind of cutting his throat, and I guess he felt the energy and he grabbed her by her hand and he told her, if you cut me, I kill you. Well, I'd have liked to see you kill me because I'm about to slice you from ear to ear. It would have been one of those situations. But Diddy out here raping grown men in stock rooms of department stores. I'm just not understanding what went wrong with this man. The article continues to say that in a new lawsuit, an unnamed John Doe claimed he was brutally assaulted by Diddy in a stockroom at the flagship Macy's department store in New York back in 2008. If he lived that long with it, he probably should have just went on to the grave with that. I'm just saying, man. That's a long time to live with something like that. Long time. But he claims he was in the back room for Echo Clothing when the disgraced star entered, along with 3 of his armed bodyguards. That wouldn't have been enough. The victim claimed he was hit hard around the base of the neck, possibly with a pistol, and knocked to the floor before Diddy allegedly proceeded to forcefully and brutally orally rape the plaintiff while yelling obscenities at him and calling him Echo. According to the lawsuit, the victim alleges Diddy went back into the store after the assault and was distributing merchandise from his own Sean John clothing line to an adoring crowd as if nothing had happened. According to the victim, the bodyguards threatened to kill him. The victim claimed he reported the alleged assault to Macy's store security, but no actions was taken. In the lengthy lawsuit, it claimed that Macy's pressured Echo executives to fire the claimant because Macy's had just signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Sean John Clothing. Weeks later, the victim was allegedly fired by Echo and was no longer able to live in the apartment that the company was paying for. He was hit with other lawsuits on the same day. An unidentified female detailed an incident that occurred in 2004. They claimed Diddy raped her and a friend in his New York hotel room. The victim, who was 19 years old at the time, claimed she and her friend were brought into separate rooms at the more exclusive party, where Combs allegedly locked the door and assaulted them. She claimed the rapper threatened to have them both killed if they did not comply with his demands. RadarOnline.com revealed last week that an official trial date for Diddy's sex traffic case was set for May 5 when he appeared in Manhattan federal court for a hearing after he pleaded not guilty to multiple charges. Combs was slammed with a list of allegations this year, including forceful sex trafficking, fraud, abuse, and prostitution, and could spend the rest of his life in prison if found guilty. The rapper has been locked up at a metropolitan detention center in Brooklyn over the past month and was initially denied bail. Diddy don't need to be released, okay? Just gonna put that out there. Diddy is a threat to any and everything walking. It don't matter, male or female. Diddy is a whole threat. For him to have done something like this to this dude, and I believe it, okay? And I'm not one of them who just believe everything that I read and everything that I hear. The first reason why I believe it is because I know ain't no man finna make no story up like that, for one, okay? And no man gonna make no story up that he got sexually assaulted in the mouth by another grown man. No man gonna make that up. The first reason why I believe. Second reason why I believe it is because even if you can claim innocence all you want, Diddy, but with all of these allegations, man, it's a fire somewhere in all of this smoke, bro. I don't know how long his trial is going to be because it seemed like Diddy done assaulted half of New York. And it's like 8 million people in New York. It looked like Diddy done went through half of New York. There are some other people that are around Diddy that need to be held accountable as well. There is no way that this man could have been this much of a nuisance on his own. There are other people who know everything, not part of the story, but everything. And they need to be held just as accountable as Diddy. Diddy has left a trail of victims out here, both male and females. He should never, ever, ever see this side of freedom again. This is Mo Talk. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Man, I hope I don't have to come back and give another No Diddy report. But this one here, for real, it took the cake. Y'all get at me. Y'all catch Truth Be Told Flex podcast tonight, 7:30 Central, 8:30 on the East, with myself, Ayo Ben Yahoo, and Benatia Lahaya as well. Until next time, and please don't forget to share, like, comment on this particular one. No Diddy. I'm out of here.